Gwen Ridenauer with the STEAM Power Classroom, and today I'm here to talk to you about more music resources to engage your kids in music. Now today I'm going to start off with a collection of CDs. This is the Putumayo Kids collection. It's always been one of my favorites as a way to introduce your kids to world music because they're very friendly, and each of the albums, and there are many, focuses on a different region of the world. So this is Asian Dreamland. We have the Brazilian Playground, the Caribbean Playground, European Playground, African, French, there's Celtic, there's Cajun, there's tons of them. So I would highly recommend picking up a few of these, seeing if your library has some, check them out, and get your kids beyond what we typically think of and hear on the radio in the United States, and thinking about kind of some cross-cultural some music selections there. The next thing I'd like to recommend is Nye The Science Guy. Love him. Of course, this series has been around for a while, but it still remains fresh and it still remains relevant. It does not feel like a dated series at all. The science of music kind of helps kids deal with more of the physics behind it and some of the science. It'd be kind of a nice cross-curricular approach to music, so check that one out too. Sticking with the DVD and education lessons, I would like to recommend Marsalis on music. And this is hosted by Marsalis, the very well-known and well-respected jazz musician and educator. And this is a 4 DVD set. He has an episode on rhythm, one on form, one on the jazz band, and one on practice. And Yo-Yo Ma makes a special appearance as well. So this is for your students who probably, I don't know, I would say 8 to 12. Some kids who are interested in taking the next step, maybe considering band, wanting to pick up an instrument. I would love to show them this series. So check that one out too. Then we'll go to a book. Now this next series of books that I'll show you, these aren't like catch-all end-all titles, but I think I'm more impressed at the fact that they exist at all, and to give kids just really give them some validity if they're wanting to really explore music and maybe start a band. This one's called Learn to Speak Music, and it's by John Crossingham. And this is much more of a intro for a beginner, working through how music works. And this one, actually, the subtitle is Creating, Performing, and Promoting Your Own Songs. But it is very much a beginner's guide. So you can see it's very friendly. The layout's very friendly. It's pretty fun, pretty engaging. It's not going to shatter anybody's life, but it's a great title to start with. And again, it gives validity to kids' interests, and I really appreciate that. This next series kind of does the same thing. It's called the Garage Bands series by Simone and by actually a collection of authors. Daniel Harmon is the other one. And again, these are more laid out in a textbook kind of format, so I'm not crazy about that. But the titles give validity to kids' desires to want to do band, to make up their own band, taking your band online. This one's How to Start Your Own Band, Managing Your Band, and How to Produce, Release, and Market Your Music. So some of the language, I don't know, I'm mixed about it because some of the language isn't the most engaging for kids, but again, there's some good information in there, and helping them think through to start a rock and roll band isn't just picking up some instruments and calling some friends over. There's actually a business model behind it, and I appreciate that this series addresses that. So there you go, you can check those out as well. And then this one is a little bit, not as much of a beginner's guide. This one, The Girl's Guide to Rockin', How to Start a Band, Book Gigs, and Get Rolling to Rock Stardom. And this one has a little bit of advantage over the other two series in that it's, I don't know, it's not, I don't want to say condescending because the others aren't condescending, but it's more on kids' level, I guess. I like the language a little bit better. It's not as much of a beginner's guide. It assumes you have some knowledge of music. If you're going to be thinking about a band, that probably you have some basic knowledge. So more of a little bit more, I guess, more advanced for the kids really thinking about starting their own band. So check that out. Check out all these great resources and get your kids rocking. All right, we'll see you next time.